It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got room. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Johnson again on second down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. White on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver from 3 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one.
We got this. Ready?
Now White with a 1st down throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, White forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, White. Open man is Uzomah. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. Johnson's got it complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Carter going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and goal, White. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? I was going to ask you, maybe
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll go with the option coming right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Running from the shotgun with Drake. That one a first down pickup of 8. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Switch. You got time. You got time out there. Watch the safety, Cray.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. White. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, right back to Carter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the option going right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Dobbins once more. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now White. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll hand it off now. Johnson.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
They'll run with Carter.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good job. Good stop, baby. Good stop. Good stop. He's checking.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now White. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Jackson now.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Under 10, 10. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Say.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, White. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. White looks to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Check nickel. Hatchet. Shift.
A give up the middle to Carter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, White. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. White. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. White. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 13 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's got some space here. Inside the 20. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Again, it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson looking to throw on third. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Carter.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
On first down, right back to Carter.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Johnson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's White throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
White flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a handoff, Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. White escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. White. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play?
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. White. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson. Out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output That's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Eluding the pressure right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
51 yards.
And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, it's White.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
White's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Johnson running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. White now, throwing on 4th down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
65 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay.
29 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, White.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Johnson.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 27, White. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now White from the gun on third down.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. White. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
33 yards.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. White. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
James Robinson
taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And now again, the Jets will line up for 2.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Back to throw. White. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Johnson.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Watch the twins.
Here's White. He'll buy some time right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now White. He finds Corey Davis. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. To throw is White. Throwing on 4th down. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah.
And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Jackson to throw.
Buying time to his left.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Jackson.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
And this is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
White on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And that one travels out of bounds. So a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back. One last shot for Jackson. He's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Forced out to his left. for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.
At the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.